Hi everybody, we are going to be making the Sunrise Skort from Jessie Lou's Patterns today. I've been very excited to make this pattern. It's been on my list for quite a while now. I've seen a decent amount of people make this, but I also think this will just be so perfect for me this spring and summer, especially since I've been obsessed with matching sets. And I think this can pair very well with a lot of the tops that I've been making for all of those sets. So let's just do a quick overview of the pattern. This pattern comes in two views. You have view A and view B. So both are skort designs, but view A just has the front panel of the skort, so you can see the shorts in the back, and then view B has the skirt panels in the front and back, and then they tie on the side, whereas view A has a button closure. I don't typically wear shorter skirts. I much prefer like a midi length skirt, but since summer is approaching and it gets pretty hot here in Toronto, I think I just need some pieces for those really hot summer days. So I'm excited to get this project going. I'm gonna show you the fabric that I plan on making the skort out of. So this is a linen and rayon from Blackbird Fabrics. This is like a brown striped linen. It's a little bit, not hefty, but like, I don't know, it's like thick, but also like very lightweight. And I think both sides are the same, so I won't have to worry about doing right sides or wrong sides, which is very nice. So that is my plan for the skort. Like, let me bring you down here. That will look nice, right? So this is the first time that I'm trying a Jessie Lou's pattern too, so I don't know what sizing I am. For this project, I have cut out the size 12, which based on the measurements seems like it will work. Because I'm not 100% sure though, and because I do plan on maybe making this in multiple fabrics, I'm gonna just cut out the shorts in a little like sample fabric. I have this gray stripe. I think this is just a cotton and polyester. This I just thrifted a couple months ago, but I definitely have enough to make the view A or B if I do like the fit. So I'm just gonna cut out the shorts and do a quick little fit test, make sure all the darts fit and everything out of this before I cut it out of my nicer linen. And then yeah, we're just gonna be sewing all day. Very quick fit check before we do anything else. I just basted together the shorts just to kind of see how everything would look. Very happy with it. Let me show you. Okay, I'm gonna try to not move around so that this doesn't open up here, but it fits perfectly. How amazing. So the darts fit really nice. The side seam fits really nice. The front darts fit well. And then this will be open here for the invisible zipper. So I'm super happy with this. I always get a little bit nervous when doing patterns that have darts because I find like my hips and then my waists are just like very different measurements. And I'm always kind of nervous that one will be too big or too small, but this is absolutely perfect. So happy with this. I'm gonna leave this aside. I only basted this together so I can take this apart. I'm gonna leave this aside though and move on to my actual fabric that I want. And then if I have time today, maybe I'll make this one too. We're a little tight on fabric, but I have everything somewhat laid out. The skirt actually needs a mane and lining, and I kind of want to use the same fabric for it. I don't have to necessarily. I do have other fabric that I can line the skirt with, and then I actually would have enough fabric, but I'm also considering, like, if I cut each single piece out individually, I can use whatever's left for the ties here and the pocket bag, because these need to go on the fold there. So I think if I just take my time and cut everything out individually, it might work out. Let's give it a try. Actually, I changed my mind. I have this block printed fabric. I think it's a nice brown that will pair well with this. And even though you won't see this, if the skirt ever sort of like flips up, you get like a little peek of like this floral print, which I think is really fun. So I will use this for the lining. We are ready to start sewing. I'm so excited for how this is gonna turn out. Look at the lining. Like, cute. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and serge everything that needs to be serged, which is the bottom edge of the facing. These have been interfaced too. And then I'm gonna go and serge all around the pocket. And then we are going to do the darts on the short. Okay, let's check in. We've got the back assembled with the facing, and we've got both of the fronts. I am onto the invisible zipper now. I don't have like a brown one, but I have this cream one, and technically it's invisible anyways, and then the skirt will cover it, so I think we're fine. But that's gonna go in the front. I have installed many invisible zippers, but I don't like doing it, so that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna go ahead and iron the teeth open so that it's nice and flat. I don't think I have an invisible zipper foot for my industrial machine, but I think I can get away with the zipper foot, so I'm gonna go and spend a little bit of time to get the zipper in really nice and neat, and then I will show you when it's done. The zipper is in, and it looks great. It actually didn't take that long at all. I don't know why I was nervous, but it looks so good. And then this is what the inside looks like. So next, I am going to serge my side seams on both the front and back, and then I think I'm gonna be working on the ties for the skirt. There's lots of different ways to turn straps inside out. You can do this with like a chopstick, a safety pin, but I wanted to show you guys this tool. This is called a fast turn tool. So it comes with this brass tube, and then there's multiple sizes too, and then it comes with this like turning tool. So all you do is find the right size, and then you're gonna stick your strap all the way in, and then I'm gonna stick this tool in, and then I'm like going up. There's like a pointy end in here, and it like, I don't know if you can see that. Anyways, it just like hooks through the fabric, and then you just slowly pull it back, unhook the turning tool, pull it all out, and then you have a turned strap. I use this a lot for my business when I'm making like scrunchies or headbands or whatever. So that is my preferred method for turning straps. The tool itself is kind of expensive, but I've literally had these for like 10 years now, and then like the only tool I've had to replace is the turning one, because sometimes this can snap off, but I recommend it. I'm sewing the skirt right now, but like, look at my dog. She's so sleepy. Are you sleepy, Lucy? Okay, sorry for waking you up. Now that I've been working on this for a little while, I have some thoughts. First of all, it's so beginner friendly. Like if you're an adventurous beginner, I think this would be so nice to make. Second thought is because it's very beginner friendly, there's just a couple things that I feel like for me I would do differently if I make it again. One is there's a lot of steps sort of like missing, I guess, in a way. They're not missing in the sense that like you absolutely need them, but there's just certain things that will make the final garment look really, really nice. One would be like understitching. There's no instructions for understitching, but I also get that understitching is a little bit more of an advanced technique. So like for the facing, for example here, I would understitch this before like folding it over and stuff. It would just make everything in the front lay really nice so that you don't see the facing, right? And obviously that's something that I can add in, so that's fine. Other thing is there's a lot of individual serging or finishing of the seams where it's gonna add extra bulk. So like for example here on the side seam, the instructions tell you to serge the side separately, the skirt separately, and then also the side of the pocket separately. So that's literally like 3 layers of serging there. 1, 2, 3. So it just adds extra bulk, which I mean for this fabric it's fine because it's kind of lightweight, but I can see if you're using a thicker fabric for this skirt, it could just maybe look a bit like poofy out there. But besides that, like so cute. This is the front. So we're looking like this right now. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna go do the pockets, and then once I have the sides sewn together, I can finally try it on properly. Are we ready to see the final skirt? I love how it turned out. I went ahead and put on a tank top so you can just see the top of the skirt or skort a little bit better, but how cute. I love this like side detail, and yeah, I love how you can see like the tiniest bit of the lining there. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So these are the shorts. Honestly, knowing that this short fits me really well makes me kind of want to use this pattern and like hack it to make other more fitted shorts. Like I think this just looks so like beautiful and like seamless and just fits like so well, but added with this just gives it a little something extra and it looks really cute. I love the pocket details. Love how this pocket is like into the skirt portion, and then this one goes into the shorts. Okay, final pattern thoughts. I absolutely love the pattern. I'm so happy I went with the size 12. I think it fits me really well. Right now I'm not so bloated, so it feels just like a little loose, but I think having that extra size is great for like the end of the day or after a big meal or something, because I think this right now fits pretty well. Like I said before, just a couple things I would maybe change with the construction. I think there's just better ways of doing certain things, but if you're a beginner, it's so straightforward and just a really nice project to kind of expand your skills. I love how the skirt looks a little bit complicated, but honestly it was so easy to make, and I can see myself making a lot more of these throughout the summer. I'd love to know if you guys have made the Sunrise Skort, what you thought of it, what you made it out of. I'd love some more ideas. Stay tuned for some more spring and summer sewing, maybe some knitting videos, maybe some gardening videos. Hopefully you got some sewing done too while you had this video on. Subscribe to the channel and I will see you in the next one.